Well, it's been about 2 years since I posted a video, and a lot has gone on. A lot. Sorry for the no videos, no nothing. I had a kid. There's his car. That's a big change. That's the reason why a lot of my time has been taken up. But I've been doing a lot of searching and stuff like that on YouTube, and since now I'm a dad and stay home a lot, and the toolbox tours, I enjoy those videos a lot. So I'm like, hey, what the heck? I might as well make one myself. So I got this US General box a while ago. I had a Craftsman box, and I got the lower and the top cabinet and the side cabinet and my compressor and some organizing things and the car I want to get someday when I grow up. Well, let's just get into it because I don't like it dragging on like some guys do. I got a lot of Harbor Freight tools, more Craftsman than Harbor Freight. But these are some long handle wrenches. Picked them up. They're so cheap, but they're decent, for a homeowner myself and a weekend warrior. They're great tools. The long armed. I got the metric, and I got the standard up top behind my cobalt drill and impact driver. Those are great little tools right there. Bought those. Impact screwdriver, T-handle, Allen wrenches. Got some 3/4 inch drive sockets. I got a new breaker bar up here, which is nice. 21 or 25 inch breaker bar. It's nice. Got some breaker bars up there. Long, really long Pittsburgh screwdrivers. Some targets up there. Go shooting with my cousins and buddies and stuff. So the top box, top draw, nut drivers, picks and screwdrivers. It was a free set from when I ordered some stuff from Jegs, so my boat registration. Miscellaneous stuff, Loctite, headphones, Sharpies, some small picks and other stuff. Multimeter up there, Blue Point. This is metric wrenches. I got the old set. This is when they first came out. I mean, 10 years ago, maybe even longer than that, 15 years ago. They actually, instead of reversing the gear wrench, you actually have a switch to reverse. I've had these wrenches for a long time, 10, 15 years. Love them. One of them is a little bit worn out, but love those wrenches. I have a big gear wrench back there, lift kit I used to do in my red truck, my previous videos. Raised panels, these are the Craftsman. Everybody has a pair or has a set. But these are the US ones. Yep, had those for a long time. I guess Craftsman went all China. Yeah, I go China too. I got crow's feet, regular, standard, line wrench, crow's feet too also. Hex, obviously, just a bunch of different types. I actually got these from Harbor Freight. I've used these a couple times. They're nice. Standard gear wrench again, raised paneled, some cobalt. Found a tool set at work, brand new cobalt stuff. I got some Westwood big wrenches. Got this cool moon-shaped Blue Point. I've never used it. Files, tape, a lot of tape. I do a lot of electrical stuff. Well, I used to, but some files, some chainsaw files, a couple brushes, and some oil filter cut wrenches. This is like an overflow draw. A lot of separate sockets I have, kind of like beat up sockets. Actually, that's a Harbor Freight 13/16. Harbor Freight has some decent stuff. You got to pick through it though. There is some garbage in Harbor Freight. Don't get me wrong, but for the cost of these things, I got O-ring, metric, and standard. I don't know what they were, like $10. I got these extractors. Not really. I don't really. I used them once or twice. Not that good. I got these junk ones. I cracked one years ago. Keep it. Just some hardware. Got a couple 12-point standard half-inch drive socket sets in there. Compression tester, a vacuum check, a battery, Mac tools. I'm not exactly sure. What's it? Cylinder balance analyzer. That thing's older than me. A bunch of different stuff. This is my rivet gun rivets. This is all Harbor Freight stuff, man. Like, you can't go wrong. Like, look at all those carter pit. You can't E-clips, copper washers. That's like a no-brainer. They have that stuff on hand. And let's go. We'll do the side box. We'll do the side box now. Another miscellaneous draw. Blades. This is my key for my boat, some spark plugs, and other stuff. Ratchets. I got some breaker bars. I got some Craftsman. I have a Husky. I have a Cobalt. I have no Snap-on stuff. I'm like I said, I'm a homeowner, and this is what I use on the weekends, and it gets what I need to do. So it's ratchet draws. Just some overflow junk ratchets, a pair of vice grips, some line wrenches. These come in handy, real good for brake lines, power steering lines, anything where you can get six. Well, you guys know what line wrenches are, but they're great. When you need them, they're great. Drill bits, all sorts of stuff in the Snap-on set, and Irwin. But they're kind of gone through now. Just you break a bit, you replace it, and you know how it goes. This is he actually just was doing stuff with my brother-in-law. Pitman arm puller. I actually bought one. It's spreaded, so I bought another cheap one just to have one. Some pickle forks, a line. I love this wrench. My father gave me this years ago. It's actually for an iron worker, I believe. It's made by Klein. It's an adjustable, but it's a line-up bar. So you take this, you line up two pieces of steel coming together. It's great. You put a pipe on that, no problem, and plenty of leverage. I don't use it anymore, the adjustable, that way. I kind of got away from using adjustables unless you really need it. Air tools, half-inch drive, Craftsman. Had it for a long time, served me well. I just bought this little Harbor Freight half-inch drive. Great gun. Great gun. I was gonna go buy the Aerosol Ran, and I don't know. I couldn't do it. I have a die grinder from Aerosol Ran, which is good. Craftsman half-inch drive, air ratchet, some axle sockets, which I keep in here because they're impact anyways. I got some 36 millimeter big one because I used to do a lot of work on my other truck because it was lifted, and I needed to find all sorts of different tools. So this is kind of just miscellaneous stuff for my die grinder, some grinding wheels. This is a buffer for waxing, a heat gun, buffer discs in there. I do like to clean and keep things clean. I do a lot of waxing and polishing. Top drawer, the big box, sockets. I got 90% of these are Craftsman. I have some 12. I think these are 12, and then these are 6. I think that's how I did it. So, and then I also have some. I actually got one of these ratchets from Harbor Freight. I don't know. It's like a knockoff of a Snap-on. You know what? I haven't even used it yet. That's why it looks pretty. I haven't even used it because I actually used this one I got on sale. It actually feels heavier than that one. It's Cobalt, and I like the flex head. And I've had this for now about, I don't know, a year. And I haven't even greased it. I got to take that off and grease it. Great though, great ratchet. Some Harbor Freight stuff in here, like these Hex. That's Harbor Freight. I got some Max swivels back here. Max swivels. I got some more Hex. I have some Allen heads, Craftsman Allen heads. There's a set of all 6-point right here. SK. Great set. I've had that for a long time. These are some Harbor Freight Chrome, Harbor Freight Impact, and standard metric. So I did that. I have some like a lot of these are mostly all Craftsman throughout here. There's a few Snap-on sockets I found over time, but mostly it's all Craftsman and some Harbor Freight. Not a lot. Most of my stuff, like I said, is Craftsman. So, and then I got 12-point half-inch drive, metric and standard. All the US stuff. I bought this stuff when I was, I don't know, 16, 17 when I started, driving cars, and I'm 30 now. So this stuff is, you can't even find these sockets anymore. They don't even make the US made sockets anymore. It's sad, but so far so good. Pliers, it's an organized chaos. I know all my pliers are in there. I know guys organize their pliers drawers. You would think with my socket drawer I'd have this organized, but I have so many different types of pliers, and I like them all. I got these long crescent ones. I found these at Sears. There I got the 90, and then I have the straight. Great. Some channel lock and some Snap-on, and a lot of some Wise Snap-on. It's mostly channel lock and Irwin in that one. This is all my extensions. Extension draw, half-inch quarter drive, 3/8 drive. This is a nice set I have, and I like it. Harbor Freight sells a set, and if anyone needs a set and they're looking into it, and if they've talked about it, this is a wobble set. Goes from, this is 3/8 drive, but they're great extensions. The wobble, love them. Some universals and stuff. Screwdrivers drawer. My brother actually got me this set. He's a mechanic, and the snap-on, and he got me the one with the stubbies. I got these are great screwdrivers, and the reason why I like them, and I'm not knocking Snap-on. I love Snap-on. If I could afford Snap-on, I'd have every Snap-on tool out there. It is name brand, but you do see this right here. I know a lot of guys that are watching this, they're going to look at it anyways and know what I'm talking about, but you can put a 10mm ratchet wrench on this and then put this on your fastener and actually use that as leverage. And that's the one thing the Snap-on screwdrivers have over every other screwdriver out there. I know you could probably get like the old Craftsman. Like this is an old Craftsman. I've had this forever, probably since I was 16. You can get an open end wrench on that, but it's nothing like that. Like they don't even make the square Craftsman screwdriver anymore. They're more like this type, you know, this tile, you know, it's round. You can't do nothing with that. So that's the biggest thing with these Snap-on screwdrivers. Punches. Lineup bars. I got a small crowbar, some chisels, brass punches, counter sinks, nail sets. I got all sorts of stuff in there. Tap and die, Harbor Freight, cheap. I'm probably gonna replace that. Some bigger wrenches. I think I have enough spark plug sockets. Torque wrench, foot pounds, inch pounds. And I have some, what the heck are these called? Why can't I think of these? Scrapers. Scrapers and a brush. Miscellaneous hardware. Washers, nuts, bolts, all sorts of stuff. Just, I had it screwed about in my old toolbox, and I kind of organized them all in one drawer. Let's see right here. Hammers. I got hammers and some pry bars in here. A couple hacksaws, an oil wrench, mallet, dead blow, a couple ball peens. I have a framing hammer in there too. I don't know what you call this drawer. Just miscellaneous stuff again. I guess fuses, a lot of fuses, Permatex. This thing came in handy. My dog went through my front door of my screen, and this is actually to put the screen door rubber gasket back in the channel. Great tool. This is more electrical stuff, electrical connections, 5-pack of grinding wheels, some crimpers. This is a cool little set right here my brother got me again. Like I said, my brother's a professional mechanic, and he has the trucks that come by his shop all the time. This is every bit you're ever going to need for anything. It has security bits, it has torque bits, it has every bit. It comes with the T-handle and the screwdriver, which is a ratcheting screwdriver. Great little set. Thanks, Dylan. Okay. Oh, this is Kevin's handy too with my old truck. Anybody does the, I don't really like them, but anyone that has older vehicles, actually any vehicle takes these brake lines, is a double flare nut tool. Get yourself one. This is just a Performance Tools one out of Snell's, and great little tool. Harbor Freight has them there, but I don't know. I think sometimes Harbor Freight, like these, they spread. Like if you don't get a decent set, they'll spread on you. Like what did I say? Like this Pitman arm puller I bought from Advanced Auto Parts, and I used it twice to take off the Pitman arm and the idler arm, and the thing started to spread. I had to put it in the vise and smash it back to where it was kind of usable. That's why I bought another one. But I guess they're made cheaply, so that's what you get. Zip ties, clamps. Again, this is kind of cool. This kit, 20-piece, Harbor Freight. I don't know, $6. You know, you can't beat that. You really can't beat those prices. Bearings and races, a lot of trailer. I've been through a lot of trailers, like boat trailers, landscape trailers. So bearings and races, some clamps, pipe cutters, mechanics wire. You can tell I'm old because well, I'm not that old, but I'm old enough to know to have a roll of mechanics wire in your toolbox. Looked at that drawer. Last two drawers. This is like the catch-all thing, you know, hoses, pump for siphoning, staple gun, screws and anchors. I have AC gauges. I have spring compressors in here for spring compressors. I bought this, haven't opened it yet, but everyone should have one of these, a puller, harmonic valves puller, stud finder in there for inside the house. Homeowner again. Dust, this stuff, I did some rust on my truck to do the rocker panels. Get this stuff down to bare metal. Do not get this stuff on your skin. It's bad, but it's great for metal if you're doing any body work. Like I said, I don't do a lot of that anymore, but I get soldering kit down there, some gaskets. I did a exhaust manifold gasket on my 1500. Change that one. And then last drawer, electrical stuff. Oh, that's not supposed to be in there. This is all sorts of wiring. Just wiring I've collected over the years, zip ties, testers, some more electrical tape. I know it's chaos. It's just, I know where all my wiring, anything I need for wiring is right in this drawer. So that's that toolbox. Bunch of stickers. I've had this toolbox for 2 years, and you know, for the use I use it for, great homeowner, buy one. They even have a bigger box now, but for industrial use, I think it would be good if you just put it against the wall and left it there. If you're rolling around this chest around your shop, I would definitely upgrade those casters right there, because I don't think they can take the abuse. Well, that's a puller down there, a slide hammer. Well, then I have like a little overflow chest over there, hockey equipment on there, Harbor Freight, angle wrenches. Like, obviously I haven't used those yet, but just junk. I have a lot of some brake line and some more wiring. There's that tool from Rough Country to take. Oh, it's Tough Country, I think, or whatever. It's to take out the torsion keys. That's the tool you need for that. Or a lot of guys I know, they use ball joint presses, and I have one of those too. Wire loom, love that stuff. Wiring. That's about it in that box. And then there's some other stuff I have over here. This is again Harbor Freight stuff from Vice. Another toolbox over there. This is nice right here. This is a ball joint press. Used it once so far. Great tool. I think it was $70 and then 20% off of that. So I don't know, like $65 or something. Not good at math. I know you're gonna leave comments. What's this in here? This one is the oxygen sensor and injector socket set. Never used it yet. I just thought it would be good to have. And then I saw this on a video. Guy said it was pretty good to have this. Instead of using your sockets, this is a bearing and race seal driver. So like I was saying earlier about the trailers I've had, to set the race in the axle housing or in the hub, I would used to use a big socket like this, 35mm. I'd use a big socket like that, put it on the end of the seal, whack the shit out of it. Well, with this, you don't have to. You take this, like I said, I haven't used it yet, but you take this, you put this on the end of this tool, and you actually have a soft, these are aluminum, to put your race, your seal, and your bearing, and seat it the proper way instead of using a socket. Cheap enough to where you should have it, I think. I think it was like $25 or something. It might be even cheaper than that. And then this I like because I do a lot of greasing. I work with heavy equipment, but this is for my home, so I don't take this to work. But it would be good if I ever needed it at work too, especially this one right here. I know a lot of new cars don't come with a lot of grease fittings, but I work, like I said, I work with a lot of hydraulics and trucks, and my truck has grease fittings on all the ball joints, the steering knuckles, the tie rod ends, the universal joints, the drive shafts. And this tool right here, you put on the end of your grease gun, put your grease gun in there, and then this forces grease through this right here, if your Zerk is not taking grease. It pushes that little ball bearing needle and you can get grease in there. I've used this before, not this one, but I've used it before many times. And there's some different adapters if you can't get to a grease gun, and there's a soft tip one, and there's a one that you can lock on. It's good to have. If you do a lot of greasing, I guess it'd be more for an automotive mechanic that does a lot of oil changes, PM services, and whatnot. So that's all Pittsburgh stuff I just showed you there. But yeah, so 20 minutes in, I'm done. I got another video coming soon. You guys are gonna be mad, but I sold the red truck and I bought this. It's a white, obviously it's white. Jesus, it's been a while. It's 2500 HD 2005. A different set of rims. I went with the new BFG all-terrains. But that's just a tease. I got another video coming maybe next weekend or something if I can get around to it. All right, later.